I try to tell you how I feel, and your response to me is unreal. And do you hear me anyway? The things you think are alright, I'm sure they help you sleep well at night. But when you wake, was it a dream? We're at a crossroad once again, between the enemy and our friend. Which way we'll go, time will tell. You say my words you can't understand. You move along just like you had planned. But can you stop to see the way? I see the wreckage through the waves, from the way each one of us behaves. Throw out a line to save a life. It seems I've been here once before, and we're still miles and miles from the shore. And do you hear me anyway? Thanks again for tuning in or staying tuned, depending on what the case might be. I appreciate your viewership and your assistance. Mostly, I appreciate that you're having a great time watching this show. This song that I just played is called Anyway, and it tells a story. It tells a story of when I tried to communicate recently with a person in my life. And I tried to tell this person how I felt, and their response was nothing short of basically derogatory towards me. It was demeaning and destructive rather than constructive as far as the communication opportunity was allowed to, direction that it was allowed to go into. So in this particular case, I wrote a song. It has this kind of a dark feeling, or at least somber, or at least pensive, or at least something that might help to allow the communication that's necessary anyway. It's a lot of fun for me to play, and since it's fun for me to play, I figure that it must be fun for somebody to listen to. And to hear the story behind the song is sometimes kind of rare. You can go back and hear all kinds of stories from people who are relaying the story back and forth between one another, and sometimes the message can kind of get lost along the way. In this particular case, I'm playing this song because I'm having trouble communicating with certain people, and so I made a song. Some of this, what I'm doing, might seem foreign to many people. It might seem like it's hilarious that I'm trying to do something that I'm not naturally gifted at. And it might also seem like it's possibly brave for saying the things that are directly on my mind and in my heart. And that is called honesty, deep thinkers. And if we are communicating with honesty, in all honesty, I'd like to say that some people have not been reciprocating the insight that I've been sharing with them. Some people have not been reciprocating the feelings that I have been sharing with them. And that's okay. We are currently in the month of celebration here in this country. And in this country, we particularly, we totally enjoy taking advantage of the gifting, the decorating, and all of the things that come along with these celebrations, including going to different people's houses and maybe hosting some veterans or some elderly people, or whatever it is that we're doing. Young people, maybe you're hosting your young people in your family. Whatever it is we're doing, we have to look at all of the energy that was collectively put into these celebrations. And we have to question, what is this energy that we are participating in, and are we even grateful for it? For an example, many of us on these celebratory days will have feasts of all sorts, all kinds of products, all kinds of foods. And many of us don't even recognize that the foods were raised and handled and brought to us by somebody. And in fact, the food itself might have been a body. Some body might have been some kind of an animal that we are consuming. And we might not have even paused to give any kind of thanks for that. I think in this country, with all of the decorations that go up and that are revolving around the topic of exactly why we have these holidays, it pays to at least pause and give thanks and gratitude and appreciation. Because if we were able to speak with that animal that we are consuming, or that plant, it might actually say, "This is my body. Take this and eat from it." And it might be that gratitude is only ever able to be reciprocated in positivity if we gave that gratitude to begin with. If we overlooked it, didn't even think twice about it, it might be something worth pausing to communicate about. And if somebody tells you something that makes you feel a little bit, I've got to question myself and my choices, it's not necessarily something that should make you fly off the hook and get angry. So if I try to tell somebody how I feel about these topics, oftentimes I'm met with ridicule, I'm met with being isolated away from the group, and I'm met most frequently with what I like to interpret as ghosting, where people will not return the answers to the questions that you've given to them. If you question someone about something, they won't answer it, but they will continue to question you and ask you for things. That's an energy vampire. That is, in the law of attraction, not permissible when you do not allow that into your circle. So I hope that you're learning a lot from this channel. I hope that you stay tuned for the next tune. And either way, thanks so much for enjoying these experiences with me.